Hey guys, I know it's been a long time. As you know, I've been traveling the world for the last year. I've been non-stop traveling and I'm totally over it. My now wife and I are on our way to San Diego. We've been driving through the whole country. And when I get there, I'm creating a studio, an office. I'm gonna be doing a lot of different stuff that I don't wanna talk about just yet. But one of the things that I'm going to be doing is creating a new YouTube channel because this channel is kind of dead. And the reason for that is that I was shadow banned when COVID first started. And so my videos stopped getting viewed by anyone else other than my subscribers. So it stopped going out to new people. And one of the joys of the work that I do is reaching new people, right? So I'm creating a new channel. And you can actually find a link to it below. It already has 900 subscribers from you guys. It started as a comedy channel, but I'm going to be changing it into a real deep spirituality channel. I'm gonna be I will gently touch on alternative health, but mostly about social dynamics and spirituality and primal energy work and all kinds of cool stuff. But the main reason for this video at the moment is that I am I just launched an in-person men's retreat in Joshua Tree, August 10th to 15th. And a lot of you guys are not on my email list, so I really want you guys to come. There's a link below, and the rest of this video is actually a bunch of testimonials from my Spirit of a Man groups and retreats. And so August 10th to 15th in Joshua Tree, we will have an in-person primal men's retreat. It's going to be very, very deep spiritual work, stuff that you maybe have never seen before. You can apply below using the link. And it's going to be a retreat where you get to cut through all of the BS, all of the social, polite layer. You get to find your deep primal essence and learn how to communicate from that place, how to listen from that place, and how to hold other men and other humans to that place, that deeper place of truth. So check out the link. I hope to see you there.
All right, this is a video testimonial for the Spirit of a Man. I think this work is for everybody. I don't think that there's a single person, single man who could not benefit from coming to something like this. You could come in thinking that you have everything under control and that you're the most badass dude. You could come in thinking that you're completely broken and just in need of so much support. And both people will have amazing experiences here. And the other reason to do this work is just to be around a Josh Mason. This man is magnetic. There's no other way to put it. He's on a train of truth and of progress that you need to be a part of. And once you taste it, you're not gonna wanna stop. I can say that I've known Josh for over 6 years now, varying different arenas of life. And the man never stops improving. He never stops striving to grow. And it's not from a place of he's not enough. It's from a place of he just wants to keep giving and then improving himself so he can give more. And it's just the most unstoppable force. It's fucking fantastic. It needs to be experienced. I can't overstate it enough. Josh has profound love and he cares so deeply for everyone he works with. And even when he's giving you his fire and it might not feel like there's love, there's a tremendous body of love behind it. And it's a special combination that I have not seen anywhere else.
Yeah, I can't describe in words how powerful these last 4 months were for me. Honestly, right from the first call that I joined, Josh absolutely changed my life. That group of people of the Spirit of Man program, they all changed my life. And for me, it clicked right away after the first call. But from the first call, if we stopped right here, I would be totally happy. I would be helped tremendously. I got all the value right there. Yeah, I really believe we developed very, very strong bonds in this container of this group. And really amazing people. If you have some kind of feeling going towards doing this Spirit of Man program, I would say don't doubt, go for it 100%. I honestly I don't say this about anyone else actually, but yeah, I really don't, I really can't imagine how my life would have turned out if I haven't joined the Spirit of Man, and how much, I think, tens of years I would have to go through stuff to learn what I mastered in the time of 3-4 months. Willing to bet my money on it. And I will personally, if you go through the Spirit of a Man, and you probably don't need this, but if you go through the Spirit of a Man and you join that thing and you stay for the full 3 months, and you don't think it was worth your time or your money, I will personally refund it.
Hi, my name is Selim, and I wanted to record this quick video for you to tell you about my experience with the Spirit of a Man and Josh Mason. And yeah, for me personally, the journey started as I would call it people pleaser, because for me personally, the most important thing in my relationships was harmony, and I tried to keep this harmony in business relationships, in personal relationships with friends and also family, where I was always withdrawing from my truth and from my essence, because I wasn't able to really address the things that are important to me and set clear boundaries. And with the Spirit of a Man, I got the keys to unlock my primal essence, the warrior inside of me, and really knowing how to handle those new energies that I was feeling, because anger, for example, was something that I was never really feeling. And with Josh and the group, I got the key to really access anger for myself and really let this new force, this life force, come out of me, which brought me way much more energy and really the support, how to handle those situations and how to speak my truth and how to really set clear boundaries with friends, business partnerships, and also family. And so if you are a leader who is willing to go deep and really access a new level of truth into your life and bring way much more alignment into your relationships, I would highly recommend you to join the group and really go deep with Josh and the tribe and unlock something inside of you that you have maybe never felt before. So take the leap and join the group. Much love. Bye-bye.
Number one has just been Josh's ability to hold space for me, myself, and the whole group. I've seen his range and ability to hold space through not only penetrating and piercing and really bringing out the best in people and piercing through all the BS, but also totally on the opposite side, being able to hold a loving, caring space when others need that. And that is what I was just in awe of the whole time. I'll speak for me in particular, just feeling truly like he has my back. And that is something that's truly very rare and that you don't see a lot of, that you don't feel a lot of. And just his realness, his ability to feel like he's just one of the guys, it is amazing. But he walks that fine line of being one of the guys and also staying in that leadership role. Lead us through both the fun and the difficult times, right? This truly beautiful journey that's been through the mud, through the dark nights, crossing the rivers, up the mountain, down the mountain, and finally to our final resting place as a group. Every man should do this, truly invest in himself and become a better man through the Spirit of a Man. So with that, thank you and aho.
So at the beginning of this work, I felt a lot of apathy and a lot of this feeling of numbness, because even though there was a lot of outside success and outside achievements and traveling the world and making money, there was just this feeling of grayness, right, and of not really feeling my core essence and not feeling this deeper part of myself anymore. And then getting back into the belly, into this animal nature, really helped me to awaken all these suppressed emotions to feel again who I really am, what I want, and I'm doing it with a fellowship of men who give me fire, give me love, and also with Josh, who is just amazing at pushing you to go down, to feel all these suppressed emotions, but at the same time doing it in a loving way. Made this journey very, very special. And right now in my everyday life, it's so much easier for me to feel that anger again, to feel that this charge that I basically ran away from for such a long time, and to live with that charge and connect it to my heart again, right? But not to just cut myself off from this animal nature. And that's just an amazing thing, because life is way more fun this way, and I feel way more solid as a man as well. So I would definitely recommend it to anybody who is an entrepreneur, who strives for more, and who just wants to feel alive in their body again, and who wants to feel solid as a man. Then this is definitely the right thing for you. I can just highly recommend it.
I feel like he's probably the one person that's called me out on more bullshit than anyone has that I've ever met, and I love him for it. I feel that when I first connected with him, my business, I had a business that was doing really well. I was doing like 7 figures, built a large team, but at the same time, I had really burnt myself out in the process, and developed a lot of health issues. I lost about 12 kilos in the space of 3 months. Had so many digestive issues, and through that I became very insecure, and I lost a lot of self-worth. And the one person that held me through that and helped me get back on my feet, it not just in health but also in my mental state and in my spiritual growth and in the way that I carried myself, was Josh. And I just wanted to make this video to really express my gratitude for everything that he's done for me. I feel like the way that I carry myself in the world, the way that I express myself, the way that I connect with people is way more authentic. It's way more honest. And again, like going into working with Josh, I had the expectation of just healing myself. And I didn't get just that. I also got so much more that I would have never possibly expected. So a full summary of where I'm at today. I feel healed. I feel like I've completed this healing journey after 2.5 years. I feel like my business is way more intentional. I'm way more honest and authentic with the people around me. I have way more love and joy and passion in my life than I've ever had before. And I just want to express my gratitude to Josh for supporting me with that. So thank you. I love you, man. And that's that.
The community of the retreat it's the nameless thing. The community of the retreat is this. It's synonymous with the divine. The 10,000 names. It was unspeakable in its definition. It was beyond absolutely fucking fabulous. There was a unity there that we dream about. There was a unity there that we all aspire to experience. And it was just simply a divine group. From everybody in the group who was so raw in its honesty. All of the stories were so brutally cracked open in people's deepest emotional and spiritual experiences that were laid out and presented before all of us in very beautiful, messy, transparent ways. You have to first make a decision in your environment, in your safety, that you're going to decide to do something in a risky realm for yourself. Once you make that decision, buy a plane ticket and show up at the retreat. Once you're at the retreat, realize that it's very dynamic and you have no idea what you're going to experience. But it will only be an absolutely beautiful experience, a very honest experience, and it may pull things out of you that you didn't expect. But that's the reason that we're all together doing this.
But we did, some physical, but a lot of emotional, mental, all these kind of things. And we just went to some really interesting places that I had not planned on going to. And that made it all the better. Josh looked at each individual and saw what we needed, not what we wanted, what we needed. And I personally felt like he gave me that in abundance. You know, I felt like, you know, there was times where I didn't want to do something, and Josh, you know, gently, of course, no one was forced to do anything, but, you know, kind of pointed me in the right direction to things I needed, and I was so glad every time I did something that, you know, he had mentioned. And it really looked like everyone had that same experience to me. Definitely, like I said, I really feel that Josh is a very intuitive guy, and I feel that that word is thrown around a lot, but I never think people are intuitive unless they really can kind of, you know, read me and offer me something that's unique to me, and no one ever does. And I finally had the experience of someone doing it, you know? And, you know, a lot of it was challenging, you know? It wasn't like babysitting, you know? It was like, and you know, I think most of us are, or at least I'm used to pretty much most people that I know kind of babysitting, you know? Just not mentioning or not going to those sort of darker, harder places, you know? And Josh, in a really supportive way, did it. And then what was so amazing was the rest of the community just jumped in too. Yeah, he's basically told me to do so many things that I just really didn't want to do. But when I do them, I feel so much better. And I think, you know, in this day and age, a lot of us lack someone who tells us the truth. You know, we're too busy putting our false self out there. And then it's been really amazing to have someone come in and basically tell the truth, you know? I mean, that's kind of what the bottom line is just someone telling the truth. And it's not in a aggressive way or a rude way. It's in a way that someone really cares, you know? But it's tough love, you could say, but yeah.
Josh Mason is arguably not human. He is a very unique individual. I don't even think the word detox does him justice. It's not an appropriate word anymore because he is certainly experienced in detox. But if it was just about detox, I'm not going to say that like I'm the king, but like I know enough about detox at this point. I've learned enough I could do it. What I get from Josh is everything on top of detox. It's spiritual mastery. It's the understanding of pivotal moments in your life when instead of hiding behind the pain and masking it, it's running right into it and accepting that as a beautiful part of your healing experience. And for the deficiencies that I have in my life and the areas that I want to improve, Josh and his philosophies fit in there like pieces of a puzzle.
You create something with those 10, 11, 12 people in the group along the way. You just create a certain bond together. And like every single week coming to the calls, showing up, being present, like it pulls something out of you. Like you don't want to let these guys down. What I would also add is that the spirit of a man does not allow BS. It's like a no BS zone. There's these 12 people in the group that just are gonna call you out on your bullshit, and not in a bad way, but in a sense of like they want to push your growth. And especially Josh, like the way he holds these containers, these spaces, and his ability to navigate what is for the highest in the group, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And I mean, he's not afraid to bring the fire when the fire is needed, but he's also not afraid to bring the water when the water is needed. I mean, if you're a man in this world in 2022 and you crave a certain sense of manlyhood, like a certain sense of companionship and brotherhood, which in my life I lack very much, and I don't seem to find it in my close surroundings, and the spirit of a man fills that gap, feeds something. It feeds your balls. It feeds your balls. Yeah. So if you're on the if you're still doubting, and if you're on the verge of, you know, like you feel there is something for you that is pushing for transformation and growth, and there's a certain call within you, answer it. Really answer it. Don't let fear or doubt guide your decisions. Listen to that inner calling, because it's divine timing that this is coming on your path right now.
And now most recently the Spirit of a Man. And I think I keep coming back to his work because he has a very potent medicine, and I really resonate with the medicine that he provides, and I think a lot of men in general, and a lot of people in general too. I feel as if I'm being called or listened to as the greatest version of myself, like he's seeing a greater version of me, and I'm actually inspired and empowered by him to just naturally be that better version of myself, both in the group and out in life. It was being in this group of all people who not only are already pretty awesome because they're, you know, whoever, I really resonate with Josh, and I resonate with whoever else is attracted to his work. But the fact that he's creating this sort of container where everyone feels called to their best selves, sort of almost unconsciously or naturally, that creates this sort of exponential momentum where we're all feeding off each other's energy, and everyone's going through breakthroughs, sharing breakdowns, sharing, you know, having trauma release, and we're there holding each other, and really empowering each other to become the best version of ourselves. And I didn't know how hungry I was for something like that, and how much of a difference it would make to have such a strong tribe and community. My life has been impacted greatly. I carry myself completely differently now, and I just experience myself as a whole new person, a much more embodied man with an open heart, more in touch with my feelings, more in tune with my masculine, more able to like really go for what I want.
And this is all led by Josh Mason himself. Such a humble leader. He brings the energy and the effort to really create such a beautiful space. He also cuts through your bullshit. He will uncover and flip every rock needed to get down to the bottom of things. And it's almost as an analogy, like he'll point out the spinach in your teeth, and in a way that you wish would happen in everyday life. It's been such a inspiring, crazy journey, and I hope to see more. I want to do more of this, but I recommend it for sure.
Thank you again, Josh, for the work that we've done. And if you're thinking about being part of a tribe, part of a group of men who are going to help you grow, I would highly recommend this one, because there's a lot can be learned. There's a lot of need for this kind of work, especially with men who want to get better and want to improve in life, and you know, just be better men, be more empowered, be more grounded, be more truthful with their words, be more centered, and having that support again has been huge. So thank you again.
Josh is incredibly at holding that space, at creating that space where you feel safe enough to share, but also on the edge enough that you're uncomfortable, that you're not in your comfort zone where everything is easy and you can just go into your habits. And he will say things like, well, I don't believe you. He's got like a natural bullshit meter. It's like, beep, beep, nah, that's fake. I'm sorry. We're only gonna go to the next person once you tell me something true. And you're like, holy fuck, nobody's ever talked to me that way. But you roll with it because you paid money for that. And the places it will take you are incredible.
Every session we had together was just fire. And working with him just made me want to live again. Truly made me want to live again.